Yeah, answer the question without actually.
No, I'm really. What do I have planned? I plan to stay alive. Somebody told me you need to stay alive, drink water, and be black. So right now, I think I need to focus on that because like shit.
But you want some water right now?
No. No.
I know what that boy needs. We got goldfish. We got incredible hooks.
Goldfish.
Good. If we had I mean, not.
Starring Timothy Robb, Cool Cat, Tim Joyner, Niggas Izzy, fuck them statues.
Live,
Gave me life.
live.
Yeah, so y'all, what we gonna talk about life one time?
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, I gotta crash that dope ass moment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Great Apes Cafe. It's your boy Tim Bomb. We're gonna introduce ourselves. I have a very, very special guest and two people that y'all probably already saw before, but we are gonna introduce each other. I am Timothy Raw.
This your boy is. You already know what it is. It is what it is.
I like that. It's Tim, but for the sake of tonight, Timmy Turner. R.I.P. Sleepy.
R.I.P. to the God.
What it is. I'm excited to be here, boy. Let's get it before I get, I'm about to get drunk. Let's get
Man, we all excited, man.
What's up, man? It's your boy Cool Kev, aka Bender. Been here, been there, Been there.
And I want to talk about just first before
Hold
we
on,
actually,
do y'all practice y'all AKAs and shit? Y'all niggas that down. Y'all was like, yo, it's your man's AKA. Like, let me start over. All right.
Come on,
man.
It's your boy. You already, if you don't know, it's Google, Mr. Google, AKA Plain Black Tea, AKA your favorite your favorite rapper's favorite poet, AKA like that dude, AKA white people's Kool-Aid. Like, you know what? White people. They love me, bro.
Hey, yo, that AKAs, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, yo, that AKA started hitting.
Them AKAs do be hitting.
God.
And them people, them AKA also known as.
Tunnel, boy, we was really out there. Yo, camel pants, bro. We was like out there. We beat niggas up. Like,
y'all already know what it is. Your boy is with it knowledge. Keep the jewels on me, aka Infinity Gauntlet, aka end this shit with a snap. Y'all already know what it is.
Yo, you snapping right there in Thanos style, bro. Yo, peace to the gods, all the five God body, arm, leg,
all that shit. What y'all know, huh? What y'all know?
Why they got better AKAs than me? Yo, it's your boy Tim Bomb, aka Timothy Raw, aka No Bandana. Timothy always keeping it live and direct on the motherfucking airways. They still sound better than me. That's like my AKA.
Said No Band, aka it's Tim, aka Bandana T. We out here shining. We got the hangers on. Shout out to Janet. Yo, she an icon, you know what
shout
it
out
is.
to Janet.
I'll Janet Jackson, you know what it is.
Nah, you need to see that.
Some AKAs.
No. Oh. You ain't never seen Janet Jackson's daughter?
Janet Jackson's daughter?
Or tabloid daughter.
Bro, don't let me just drop some fresh shit to you. You know it.
I was late because I was trying to find the
Make sure that, hey, Mike, check. What you said, Kat?
Boy, Janet, hold on.
What's what, like, talk because I'm about to be hurt. What's up? Like, she got a daughter.
Janet Jackson's daughter, bro.
I don't know
daughter,
this.
Bro, her daughter look just like her, bro.
Somebody gotta fact check me. First of all, I don't even know.
Her daughter bad, boy.
I'm about to text my XXXX and be like, yo, you a Janet Jackson
Look it up real
fan?
quick.
I don't even know. I ain't even know that. Do Janet Jackson have a daughter?
That ain't her daughter for real, is it? No. Stop lying, man.
Hold on.
Bro, they just say that because she likes it. White people, stop saying we all look alike, man. Like, they be like, that must be their daughter. The Jacksons is the most like mytho. They like the black people Kennedys.
They want
to add a whole bunch of people and mythology and shit to it and lore.
It's the Kennedys, it's the Jacksons, and then it's the Marleys. Because everybody is about Marley's son.
Jackson
everybody his son.
Everybody.
We all had to watch that 25-hour
Marley be procreating anyway.
Known as the Jacksons. Yeah, like.
They be procreating. It's a lot of Marleys over there. Especially in Jam Rock.
A lot of Marleys, like, niggas claiming to be his sons.
I was like, hell yeah.
This her right here.
Bro, that's... No.
This so this... Jackson, this her daughter.
She's older than Janet. Could y'all see this picture, man? For real. That's not Janet's
That's
daughter.
no.
Nah.
I'm sorry. They got to do some DNA tests.
I hate Kel because he knew I was going to If I hadn't mentioned Janet, he would have had to lie like that. Like, there was no reason.
For you can't
Stevie
get
Wonder can see that.
boy, what?
Stevie Wonder can see it.
Hey, now she is bad though.
Ed Jackson is everything, man.
But man, you know what? Hold on. Let me get right to. How are you doing? Tim is here. How the fuck you doing, bro? How are you? I know you like what the world. Don't act, look. I know you like don't. I just want to know like well-being wise. Like you good?
This is what it's called a check-in, America. Black man, you got to check in with each other. Black man, where are you?
You got where you at?
How you? What Erica say, brothers?
Huh?
How y'all feeling?
Huh?
No, how y'all doing? Sisters, how y'all feel?
Huh?
You know, we
I gotta check and make sure.
I fought with that right there. That was smooth.
I don't want to know. Just hey, he just here. We're gonna go straight to it.
How am I doing?
I want to make sure how you doing. You
boy, like honestly, man, like shit's surreal. I gotta sometimes stop and be like, yo, this is real life. I've been busy, like I've been running, so now I'm trying to stop. I gotta stop. Like I have to stop. I gotta chill.
Right.
I gotta sit down. I gotta go low. I gotta like be normal or some shit like that.
Right,
like,
but what is to be normal? That's it's hard for a lot of people.
Right,
I hate.
So what is normal?
Like I hate when
let me explain.
You gotta be
like,
specific with me.
Man?
You gotta be specific with me.
I'm on dating sites being like, yo, must be into like getting arrested, like anti-capitalism, like might have to punch somebody, like type shit. And that's not
I'm
the way
all
it's supposed to be.
anti-cap though. I don't like no capitalism.
I ain't never dropped no shit like that.
That shit raggedy because like no, you start you start looking at people and you start looking at them in a different way when you were like I didn't.
But you said that on the data site. You said,
yeah.
Like,
yo, that's not crazy.
No.
You gotta
specific. Ban with people.
I don't watch TV and shit like that. So
tell me why. I want to know why. I'm not judging.
All
I
right,
just want to know
because I don't like. All right.
That's real that you keep it at 100.
Let's start
it. Keep it at 100 from Jump Street. You don't want no surprises.
The reason being, like I do, that ain't no dating site. Y'all ain't gonna find me. You better you better go on Facebook. Nah. One reason being, as a kid, like I wasn't. Shout out to my parents. They cool. I wasn't allowed to watch TV, do shit. Like I was grounded forever because I was acting out in school. So like all I did was read.
He said grounded forever.
And by that I mean it was like punishment, but they ain't never say. Black parents don't ground you. But you're grounded. They just be like, go your room, and then you come out and be like, boy, don't. It's some other shit.
You want to play this game?
Yeah, like they let you know you come out when they be like
microphone check.
My parents never. Oh my bad. My parents never like. I don't know. We just started doing raggedy in school, and then next thing I know, like I just was in my room. All I did was listen to the radio and read. So it's hard for me to get into that habit of watching stuff and like streaming and stuff because my mind don't move like that. And it's not because I'm special. It's just because I'm weird. Like,
but I can honestly feel you.
Nah, that's just old school.
Like
so
that.
like, I mean, because like every radio station in my hometown. So this is 91.3 WZMB. That's the college station. We only have a college station here. So like ECU, East Carolina. Oh yeah, shout out to Greenville. I'm from Greenville, man.
Shout out to okay, the Pirates, boy.
Where P. Pablo from? Where your t-shirts at? 91.3. So they had the college station, so they playing everything. And I'm up there requesting songs on each radio station. They had the dance station. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm saying. Rap station, love song station. Then you go to like 93.3, which was Bob, which was like the popular music. I'm up there requesting, top 100. You go to 99X, that's the rock station, 99.5. They used to do X Fest. Like, I'm up there requesting like White Town, I Could Never Be a Woman. That's an obscure one. So like,
what the hell you know about that?
Then I go to 101.9 Kiss FM. Hey. Then I'm gonna request like, Usher or some shit. Then we're gonna go to 102.9, which is gospel station.
So what he's saying is he's
I keep going, but that's he
got the juice of knowing how to pick music. He's not just on one genre.
That's all I had, man. That's all you had. Like I ain't have cable, so like
that was your entertainment.
When I did watch TV, it was just like 4 channels.
Yeah, like PBS, ABC, NBC. Like I know that life, bro. Do you know? All right, listen. Do you know how much Perot I used to watch with my grandmother? Like Masterpiece Theater.
BBC. What? BBC on Sunday nights on USC? Are you being served? Waiting for God.
David Attenborough with the nature documentary.
EastEnders, like
come on.
Oh yeah, MASH.
EastEnders is the shit.
MASH is one of my favorite shows.
My father used to watch that.
Bro, I watched Hawkeye, Klinger, Honeycutt, all of them. Like I watched it because you didn't have cable, so you just watch them what's on there.
Right.
So like you exposed.
Damn, that was a minute ago.
You ain't
I was in New York on
that.
Stream
that.
Nope.
No.
Can you stream MASH?
I don't know what the hell is on. Who own it? Paramount?
I know somebody that probably can.
I mean, bootleg everything. I'm actually just cut off like Netflix, Hulu, all of that, and I'm just using Pluto TV.
Shout out to
YouTube.
Ain't Pluto free? Free.
Hey, what's that other shit I got? Tubi? Y'all watch Tubi?
Tubi.
I would use that. You gotta pay.
Nah, it's free. You can watch it on your phone, like download it on your phone, boom, pull up a whole movie out of nowhere. And they got like the black people section too. You know,
is it like the Walmart urban
Not
section?
The black people section. Wait, we gotta go detail now.
How often do they play Baby Boy?
Come on, that's BET, bro.
You talking about on TV?
No, you said they got a black people section on
Tubi. They overplay that movie.
I'm talking about like
Vampire Brooklyn.
I'm talking about like when I say that.
That's a good movie now.
Yo, like when I say they got like.
They play
it's called Black Cinema.
New urban, Black Cinema. Like,
word.
It'll have something like Decisions. And it'll just have niggas just standing there like. And then they have a girl in the back with a gun.
Yeah,
they got the old Rockefeller movies. Y'all remember Rockefeller used to Paper Soldier?
Yeah,
all that shit. Like,
yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, that was the throwback. Y'all don't even know about that.
If our parents were alive,
we're not talking about JD Rockefeller either, y'all.
No, Rockefeller Records. Our parents used to have it with Coffee.
Yeah.
Black Dracula.
They had Cappuccino too. I don't know. Y'all probably got to look that up. Y'all don't know nothing about
obscurity, man. Black exploitation. Support your old black because like if we don't, white people will. No offense, my man cutting a meat in the corner, but like if we don't, they will.
Nah, wait. He's actually is cutting up. He's butchering up some beef jerky. Continue.
They will preserve our history before we will. That's the reason that jazz.
You said Black Dracula. That reminds me. It's a documentary that y'all need to watch. It's pretty much talks about the black forefront in horror. You know what I'm saying? Like with how George Romero had
that on Stars.
I had it on Prime.
Hold on, let me interject on that. Let me interject on this.
Ramble.
No.
Let me.
No, you're doing fine. Let me interject though. Yeah, let's kind of talk about that for a minute. Exploitation. Like what I'm gonna get at is what I see a lot of people.
All right, so let me get this.
I see a lot of people.
I specifically told him to ask this for.
I see a lot of people basically. I'll be remembering shit. I'll be on it. I see a lot of people jump on bandwagons, and it's not cool. And so especially when I say a lot of people, let me be more specific. Businesses, for the gain of money, they don't care about what you represent. They don't care about your identity, your ideology, your principles you stand for. You could be a whole fucking murderer out here. They don't care if you got the Benjamins. See, money really is the root of all evil. And when you really think about it on the macro point of view, every company would jump on the bandwagon if they know they could get money. Example? Let me see. Let me give you an example before I get into, freedom of speech. So something like Nike, right? Don't be attacking Nike. I get it. Yeah, I want me to attack.
Afraid Nike gonna be at your door?
No. Nike ain't gonna be. No. I'm not. No, I'm just. What I'm getting at is, they jumped on the bandwagon of, what's your boy name who took the little knee, and it made NFL to become a frenzy.
It's Kaepernick, I believe.
Of course,
right.
So when Kaepernick took that knee, and of course he got a deal. He got money from Nike. I get it. I'm not knocking him at all. But why did they jump on the bandwagon? Was it really for the gain to help black people out, or was it for black people to go buy those Jordans, those Nikes? You know what I mean? You really look at who's making investments. Are they making investments? Black people making investments? Or are they just buying into a company that really, really kind of sort of don't support black people? What's one thing if just doing something for the sake of helping the community out, or doing something because you're going to get something in back in return? You know what I mean? Like that's, you know what I'm getting at? It's a great sadness.
Go ahead, bro.
It's a great sadness, man.
Busy about it. Izzy be on
I'm waiting for Izzy. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That whole little statement, I'm just waiting for Izzy to be like, okay,
Because it is. It's like you said, it's all about the money.
I know it's a company, even a small little company ain't really a company.
But because
it's a bar in Wilmington. I won't say no names. Let
me go ahead. All right, let me start here. And I'm gonna start from the beginning. I want to start from the very beginning before Izzy moved here. I want to start from where and why situations happen the way they do. So this is a while back. It's like 2009. So I'm not going to date myself, but 2009. Poetry was not as well known as it should have been in Wilmington. I can say that. I can tell you exactly who was doing it around that time. It was only a few venues, and by few, there was a venue. At the time, it was called Juggling Gypsy. We'll get to that in a little bit, but I want y'all to hold Juggling Gypsy over there. They were doing poetry every now and then. Soapbox would do We Fest. That had some poetry. That was done by Anna Ribeiro. She don't even live here anymore. Shout out to her, but she put it together. And We Fest.
Wow, that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar.
Like,
I heard that before.
It was like real big. You have the Poetry Jam. The Poetry Jam was cool. You know, always had a Coast 97.
They're still doing that, yeah.
So like, it wasn't where it needed to be. LJ comes down from Fayetteville, and he meets so Adam Sparks. Essentially, look, poetry is put on the map at a certain place. Places change venues. As the venues change, attitudes change, people change. The one thing that doesn't change is poetry and spoken word, and also not just that, but diversity. Open mics are being bought out there.
Right.
Fast forward years, it becomes an institution.
Yeah, that's dope.
Is it really an you really think it's an institution?
No, it is.
It is.
I know it is. Like, I was like,
real quick.
I have to ask open-ended question.
Wait. You know why? You know how you know it's an institution?
How?
Because when people, anytime anyone asks about that particular show, where are they gonna go? What is the first thing that they say in front of that name? They come into what? They come into MWO. They come to TMI. It ain't a poetry show unless it has MWO's name on it.
And this is not, I want to start off.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
You know, I'm starting off from the beginning of this, so this is not arrogant or anything. This is just like putting it down as to what it was. The reason being is I remember when we used to be outside begging. Oh, I can cuss, right? Yeah. I remember we used to be outside begging niggas to come in, like literally be outside. Yo, come on in. And then it went from that to you ain't even had to damn near advertise it. People gonna ask about it. So as things change, you know, everybody, y'all know me. Like, you may know me from one thing, but y'all know me. Like, y'all been knowing me. You see me.
Right.
Even if I don't remember you, you seen me. I get it every day. You don't remember? I saw you at so and so. Cool.
Right.
People take for granted that at one point they didn't care about poetry. A lot of venues don't care about something that they don't really, you know, think is profitable. Yeah. They
facts.
See people
facts.
They see people coming in with spoken word. Now the host and whatnot are gonna be like, yo, go buy drinks. So then people are gonna go buy the drinks. They're gonna support the venue because we knew that we didn't have anything to offer except, look, we can just get people in here. I can't promise a cut. I'm not trying to get you on 50-50. So then when I started hosting rap shows, now this is where I met Izzy. I started hosting, somebody invited me, and I love that person. They not cool with me right now, but I love that person. They invited me to perform at their show.
It'd be like that.
They invited me to perform at their show. They had never had poets. I invited people I knew. Next thing I know, boom. I literally stood on that stage at Calico Room and said, I do poetry at Bottega. That was that Thursday. Friday, I was at Cameron Art Museum. Sold some bunch of shirts, spit, whatever. Saturday. No, I met you that Friday night.
That Friday,
my homeboy Carl Kennedy. Shout out to Carl, who is actually an actor. He getting his, you know, he doing what he do. Right. He was like, yo, take care of my peoples.
Right.
He cool. Cause like, you know, he came to me and said, you know what to do. Take my man's in.
Right. Okay.
So then I meet him that Friday, that Saturday. He at that venue. We out there performing. Boom. Then I'm like, yo, you in the fold.
Right.
So then it goes, I start showing him how this show shit go. Now, this is where it gets fun. Everybody start having poetry at their show. Like, look, no disrespect. Everybody starts having poetry shows and start having open mics and start being more open to having diverse open mics. Because Wilmington is segregated. I don't give a fuck what you're saying. Like, Wilmington don't know how to like integrate themselves. Even when they given the chance, they'll be like, ugh.
And I've been at certain spots where I feel like,
that shit don't.
You can feel it in the air of, oh my gosh. You can feel the energy of negativism in the air.
But it's like that because Wilmington is still in generational curses, you know, 1898, all that. If you want to get into all that,
that's true.
Whatever. Yeah, but Wilmington Wilmington segregates itself. So now people are like, damn, we see a show that's bringing people together. Boom. We see that kind of camaraderie.
Energy, vibe.
Energy. Okay. And them hosts, they cool as hell. Like,
right.
And they put people on. They don't mind putting people on. Never mind it.
They artists themselves and they sharing the mic and putting other artists on.
Wasn't getting paid. Not getting paid for it. Not getting any money for it. Not even charging to come see me. barely getting anything. And if I do get paid, I'm putting that back in the bar. I'm putting that back into the artist.
Right.
People start seeing that and they start hosting. They start putting shows out there, not remembering that this is not a money getter. This is a people. You gotta bring people in. The money come in.
Right.
Shows don't work out. Boom. Well, we don't want it.
We don't want it no more.
Nobody listen to that.
Nobody's loyal.
It's not even loyal. They just have. It's a
People
gradual process.
People want to make that money
quick, man.
Yeah.
That's about it's about quickness.
It's about getting that revenue.
And going back to what you were saying, you jump on moments. So then you jump on whatever's popular.
Right.
Venues will jump on what's popular. They'll say Black Lives Matter, won't have black people there. They'll
just
say
don't like
Black
that,
Lives
though.
Matter and will stop black artists from getting paid. They will make sure that they keep black artists from getting paid. Say, yo, you getting paid, what you're doing is alienating our clientele. So we need to, how about instead of you getting paid taking money, we work this out, and then it doesn't go through like that. Situations happen. The next thing you know, you're not doing the shows at the venue no more, but the shows are still going on. The shows you set up are still going on, but you're not there. And again, that's not to any specific venue, but it is
because
to every
multiple
venue.
It's at multiple venues.
It's like all y'all. It happens. That's art. That's art. Art is meant to be exploited. It's meant to be taken advantage of because artists are not meant to be appreciated, but you have to change that.
Right.
Unfortunately, it's hard to change that when you're not really, really, really ready to fight. So like they're gonna jump on what it is. You gonna feel happy because we was all like Black Lives Matter.
Oh yeah.
These are the same venues though.
But I don't see. I see where you're coming from. Probably 80%.
These are the same venues that will board up their business as we walk by.
I do remember that. I do remember.
So and
I do. I definitely remember that. I'm laughing because I'm just picturing names of businesses and the people who own it.
Love y'all though. I do. Y'all good people. It's not y'all are not your actions. Your actions are not you. They're just conditioning and they are just
it's facts.
Inherent.
I literally I won't say the name.
Talk about it.
I won't say the name, I promise. But it was a situation that occurred before I even started my podcast. I said, hey, I would definitely like you to get on my podcast for an episode. And this person literally think I was trying to get money out of them. And I'm like, no, I do free advertisement. I don't want no money out of it. I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, what? And it's a business owner. But yes, I do see where you're coming from. That's sad.
Don't let me rant. Told y'all.
It is a great set. I mean, no, but I agree. I mean, I agree with you. It's just exploitation, man. I just can't jump on bandwagons though like that. If everybody going left, I gotta question why everybody going left. It didn't really sit back and then reflect on myself. Freedom of thought, y'all. Like nobody want to think for themselves nowadays. Motherfuckers can be jumping over a bridge. Oh, that looks fun. Let me do the same thing. You know, and then next thing you know, you going over. You ain't even realize everybody was going over the bridge. But you were just going with the flow, being like jellyfish in the ocean. And I don't want to be that person, man. I always got to like step back, question everything. And then when I had that gut feeling, that burning desire to have to represent that, damn, I'll do that.
Question that shit, boy. It's in your DNA.
At
a certain point, you question, then you get to a certain point where you realize that everything that you were born with came from your DNA, came from cultures and stuff that you learn on some like haphazard shit. We learn things that they study just from our grandmothers. So like all of that, you know, all of that spirituality.
I call it backyard knowledge. Yeah.
Facts.
I just told somebody that at my job, man. I was like, yo, you can learn a lot in the backyard, man. Like,
don't get me wrong, though. You better read. You better read, man.
People, what?
Niggas don't read. Yo, if you don't read, you corny. And I'm going to say that officially.
Facts.
The reason being, Jadakiss said it best. You want to hide anything from a nigga, put it in a book. Worst shit ever, man. Worst. I used to hide money in a book because I knew somebody robbed me and they ain't going to go to the books. You ain't putting it in the bank. You put the money dead in the books. Ain't nobody going to go in there.
Nobody going to go in there. It's a
like, ain't working,
they even make the fake encyclopedias where you could put cash in and stuff.
Don't try to rob me now because I stopped that. So, right. You thought.
They still do that?
But man. Yeah, like people need it's a matter. You gotta have a balance. You gotta know when to use book knowledge, backyard knowledge. Balance is what's needed, and a lot of times we don't have that around us.
Well, let me ask you this
question.
That
real quick before you ask that question, I think like it's just inherent for like any brother and any sister to like always have that type of tact 24/7. It is what it is.
Question everything, but research it for yourself. I mean, please.
Facts.
Yeah.
Say that one more time.
Question everything, but research it for yourself. But also, like, you gotta let go of your inherent bias. Let me say that. No, stop. That's using words I hate. That's that woke shit. All right, how about this?
No.
You gotta let go of your inherent bullshit, like the stuff inside of you that be like, I ain't listening because they are or I'm not listening because they are. You are negating the knowledge because of their identity, or negating the knowledge because it doesn't sit right with you.
But what you just, that statement, a lot of people's not doing any type of critical thinking to think that way.
People do critical thinking, but they lack empathy as well.
True.
People are so critical they forget to be empathetic. Until it happened to them, then they want to.
Oh my gosh!
Then they're like, "Don't you have a shred of empathy?"
Couldn't be me.
Empathy and sympathy are two different things.
It's very true.
People don't
That's
even have
very,
that.
very true.
People don't even have either. People just be like, "Yeah." Like, and
definitely true.
There's none of that. So like, you gotta have a balance. Like, everybody want to be smart when everybody else is being emotional, but then they want to be emotional when everybody else is being smart. Like, you can't. It's a good balance. You just got to make sure you acknowledge that and stop trying to be one or the other all the time.
Well, when it comes to like, just let me get back on the bandwagon of exploitation. Let me get back on that. I want to know this. Do you think right now, Wilmington, North Carolina, with all the shit that you're going through right now, Chief, I'm
going through, bro, you gotta let them know. They don't know me. Like,
they don't.
You asked me one question, say, how are you feeling?
Well, my question is, do you think Wilmington is exploiting you, in a sense? Think about what you're going through right now. All right, I'm gonna give you an example. All right, I hate this. I hate having to because I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to jump on that bandwagon of exploitating my nigga Tim. Now let that sink in. There's a lot of people who bring people on a podcast and exploit people.
Bro, you're not getting shit off this. Like, you're not. The only thing you're getting is like, you have.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making. You know what I mean? The moment you don't like the statement, just be like, all right, switch the subject. All right. So anyway, I'm driving an 18-wheeler, right? I'm moving potatoes. I'm about 85,000 pounds. Anyway, so I'm driving, I'm hearing NPR, and I hear that my nigga Tim is about to go to jail or got locked up. I was like, I know that ain't who I think that is. So what my black ass do? I get to the truck stop, I'm getting fuel. Don't worry, y'all. Diesel is not flammable. You really can't. I mean, it is flammable, but not the way you think. So I'm on my phone while I'm pumping diesel in the truck. Don't worry, I ain't gonna blow up. It's not gasoline. And I'm looking at my fucking phone.
Go ahead, light you cigarette.
And I'm going in, it don't work that way. Ain't a flashpoint like that. I'm going in my fucking phone. I said, my nigga really did what they should. That was really him. I'm thinking it's another Tim. This can't be, not my nigga. I know Tim. So what I'm getting at is, what I'm getting at is, do you think Wilmington is exploiting you? Because I hear your name in the news, on Facebook, from people you done pissed off. And granted, on the macro point of view, hey, it's not that you pissed them off. It's sometimes it's simple shit. They didn't like the fact that Tim was marching at the Black Lives situation. Why are they hating on you? It seemed like you always like in these bubbles of haterade. Like, that's what I'm getting at. And I don't know if it's like Wilmington, people, the city, police. What the hell is going on?
Yes.
Everywhere I turn. And I'm not trying to look. I'm not even.
So it's a bit.
I'm not even trying to be a journalist.
I'm gonna just put some things to rest. There's been a lot of stuff because it's weird. I've heard some weird shit. So I want to talk about this weird shit I've been hearing for like a year and a half. I don't even know what month it is.
Weird shit.
Shit. It's been. I heard a lot of shit, and a lot of times I don't.
Let me get comfortable.
I don't address it.
I gotta get comfortable.
It's no point. It's really like no point. But at the same accord, like I wake up every day and it's more bullshit because of some bullshit that I never addressed.
Is your life different now? A little bit?
My life has always been different because like before this,
like
I'm not gonna say it again. I was me before this. I was me before the cameras. Like before,
it's facts. Before all of it, before
the protests,
yeah, that's true.
I was me. Like you could look.
He ain't even changed. When I first met him, yeah,
this has been me. So this was never like, oh, he trying to make it about himself, because how would that don't make sense? So like, is my life different? Yeah, but at the same accord, it was supposed to be different because every year is different. Yeah, every year is supposed to. Every time, every day. Is
like everybody made history. You know what I'm saying?
No, but not like you're right. Everybody didn't. Make
That's how I'm gonna just stop right there though. Like,
but when you
all right, so I will.
But
say,
his history is that I've seen.
It is.
Yeah.
So ironically, it's the anniversary,
it
the 1 year anniversary when my mugshot popped up. The first mugshot. My first mugshot popped up.
I forgot about that.
Like, shout out Jay. Shout out Jay. He was in my mugshot with me. We made history a year ago. Yeah. Me and him was at City Hall actually at a meeting and somebody comes up to me and is like, "Did you do it?" And they think, "I don't know what are you talking about?" And then he's like, "Bruh, have you watched the news?" Next thing I know, I'm getting phone calls. People like, "How much is your bill?" I looked. The news had put my whole face up there, whole face and name, and I'm sitting outside City Hall, banging on the windows, yelling, being all sorts of a nigga out there. And then they like people coming up like, "Bro, did you do it?" And I look at that and I'm like, so life changed because your face is like
everywhere. Newspaper articles.
But here's the cool thing about that is,
WECT.
They all. I was about to say the cool thing. Ain't no cool thing about that. I was supposed to dispel rumors. It's not about me. Funny, if it was about me, I would have launched speaking. I don't know. I would have really tried to capitalize a lot more than I have. And by capitalize, I mean I would have been making money well before Wilmington fucked up and forgot that I was in court for a whole year and decided to throw money at me, to feel sorry. And I'm not saying that, utmost respect and whatnot, but like,
right.
I've been going dolo by myself through this. Like, even before my other like co-defendants were there, I had my cases, and I was still every day dolo, like
separated,
arrested.
I feel like people might have been.
So do you feel like you was being attacked more than?
No, yes and no. Now, okay, you want to know the reason? Reason being, it's a combination of a few things. People say Black Lives Matter is not for all black people. It's just for, and I quote, the gay folks and the girls. So,
what?
So with
I ain't
that,
never heard nothing like that.
what all day? If you go on Facebook, anything, if you go on
it's
the
a lot
internet,
of rhetoric. It's a lot of
rhetoric. That's mainly men be like, it ain't for us anyway. It's for the LGBT community and for them white folks. Our protest was, 80% white. It was out of that. It was a handful of black people. And I'm saying that consistently. I'm not saying like, it
was different from what I see.
It was a lot, but actually not really, because if you look at every other place, a lot of times
it was the same crowd,
right?
And the reason being, and I'm not gonna pull this because niggas don't care. People got to work. People got stuff going on. Black people trying to survive in the middle of telling you Black Lives Matter. I was privileged enough to have a job where I was allowed to call and be like, "Yo, I'm not coming back for a little bit." Right. I ain't know what was gonna happen. I was like, "I'm not gonna be there."
Right.
And they ain't say nothing. They were like, "Do your thing." Like, shout out to them. I'm not even gonna sleep on them. I may not work there anymore, and I may have differences, but like, I appreciate them in every.
And you know who you are.
Every tattoo shop I worked at for being like, we don't agree at all. We don't care for it. You the only one we gonna hire, but you know what? Like, do your thing. And while you're here, we gonna support. Now they would support, but sometimes it's funny because then they would say things, and you like, how you support
me, but you doing subliminal statements like that.
I'm still in the building. I can still hear you. So like, and that's talking about exploiting. I'm just saying, I knew one that like gave me a check to give to a black festival, but he ain't had no problem calling me a nigger and stuff. He ain't had no problem saying that. He ain't had no problem making it known that he ain't care. Like situations like that where it's cognitive dissonance. You give him money, but you really don't care.
Yeah.
So, back to dispelling rumors. Was I attacked because I'm dark skinned? I look scary. I look super scary. I got this shit in my face. Ever since I lived
he said, I look too. I got this shit.
I ain't crazy, man. Ever since I've been in Wilmington, people be like, "Yo," I was just talking to. I was talking to Roddy. He walked up to me and he was like, "Yo!" He was introducing me to his wife, and I was on my low energy day, and he came up. He was like, "Yo, this is the eccentric rebel."
That's my boy.
And that's my dog. Like, here's the thing. I've been knowing him since we was in college and Outward when niggas was rapping in dorm rooms and, and shit like that. Like,
not the dorm, yo.
Carl Kennedy, Roddy, Fernando, like, history. Like, they was rapping.
Roddy kind of OG though.
Yeah, he OG. So like, that's showing how old I am. But like, he said that, and I was so low energy that day. He was like, the rebel, they're like eccentric, and the thing that caught me was eccentric. People always have seen me as something a little different because they're like, "Yo, you got this shit in your face, bro. This shit crazy." Like, so.
I'm my bad, man. This is the way you drop.
That's like, that's bro. Like, yo, I respect that shit, but like, that shit don't hurt, bro. Like, that shit crazy, bro. Like, yo, you want some shit though? Like, yo, I be seeing
you want some shit.
Yo, I be seeing you though. Like, yo, them white folks and you, they be loving you and shit, bro. Like, yo, you be out there giving the police hell yeah, Black Lives Matter, bro. Hell yeah, but hell yeah, I'm gonna get up with you. But listen,
but hell yeah,
I'm gonna see you around.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
You
know where I'm at. You already know.
But low key, they like this nigga strange. Like, it's not that. It's always been something like I stand out.
Right.
Even with a mask, you would have been like, there go that nigga right there. It's easy to pinpoint me as opposed to having to go and pick a random black guy off the street, which they tried to do a lot of times during those times.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of times I would rather it be you can see me and you can pinpoint something on me than take it out on a brother who don't have the same, level of love or whatnot that I got.
Yeah.
So situations where they got the attention on certain people, cool. As long as that take it off of people that can live, you surviving. Let me be the distraction. And I'm not saying that because I want you to go out there and do something crazy. I'm saying that because it's just the way it is. Like, that's the way Wilmington is positioned.
And I think it's a great sadness. You know what I mean?
It's a Pyrrhic victory. Like,
it is a Pyrrhic victory. It hurts you. You won, but you also lost.
You standing right there with the sword of Damocles. Like,
right.
I'm dropping mythology.
Right.
It's a Sisyphonian task. It's like rolling a boulder. It's like being Prometheus when he gets the insides. Like, nah.
They don't know nothing about that, bro.
See, that's the shit. They
don't know nothing about that.
You want some shit, bro? Like,
they had to Google what Pyrrhic victory was.
Yo, you really be on some shit, bro. You be thinking this shit, bro. You listen to comment?
You listen to comment? Hey, I can tell you been going through this though. That's how them responses be.
They be like, yo, you want some deep? I knew you was on some deep, bro. I could tell too, bro. Like, so. Yes, there's a heightened awareness because I put myself in that situation. Not because I'm trying to be out there. It's because that's what I thought I was supposed to do. Right. That's what I believe.
But the important thing I get out of that was Tim basically stood for his principles. There's a lot of people out here, they're like jellyfish. And you got to speak on what you say, what you do, how you feel, and how you move, and actually have affirmative action on that.
Action affirmative. You gotta make your action affirmative.
Right.
So, you can't have action negative, you got action affirmative.
Right.
When I used to try to rap.
Israel looking at me like,
back when I used to try to rap, it used to, I was like, my name gonna be Double A. Action affirmative, like, you was going through
that Double A battery.
I'm thinking of R. Anderson.
Okay.
R. Anderson, Enforcer. That was my Double A, the Enforcer, action affirmative. You know what? I was more concerned with the graffiti tag, than I was my bars. So like that was how that went. You always gotta get your image before the bars. That's apparently what the industry taught me. I didn't know I was smart back then. I thought that I was wrong, but apparently it's about the look before it's about the talent. But little punch.
They don't know nothing about that. They're like,
it's not about standing. It's like a lot of times Wilmington. I'm gonna say this. It's not me. Wilmington itself conditions its people not to do things.
Give me an example. You got to give me an example when you say condition.
Okay, so prime example.
Y'all
Wilmington. Yeah,
y'all should know.
Okay,
but I want to hear your perspective because I already know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue.
Wilmington. Oh, you know what? Now I'm gonna pass the rock. It's cool.
He was like, yo.
No, okay, on some real shit though. Like,
I get for the people. I had to let somebody explain. They're like, "What are you talking about?" Wilmington is
all right. So,
somebody might be out there who is a audience member, or not audience member, but they'd be like, well, "I'm black. I feel like they're for me," and they don't know that they're not really for you. I got some chips somewhere.
I'm so sorry. I know that was random.
I got some damn.
Good.
Anybody
got some Cool Ranch?
I should have bought some snacks.
I got some hot dogs. Pause.
Glizzies.
I got some.
Glizzies.
You said glizzy? Yeah, I do got some. Hey, Mitch.
Boy,
hey, bro, Sif.
Glizzies.
I might need you to put some hot dogs in that air fryer. But anyway, like, please, if you don't mind, Chief.
So
is that fish?
Yeah.
Yeah, my man over here making jerky. Boy, stop playing.
Yeah, the next episode was supposed to be talk about Mitch doing his beef jerky thing.
Pause.
Yo, but damn. If you ever hear me say pause, the reason I say pause, let's speak.
Because everybody else say pause. I'm saying
I say pause because back when it first got crazy when Cam and them was like, yo, pause and everything. Like, I heard so many people saying it, and I thought that shit was utterly ridiculous because they would be saying it after everything. So you'd be like, yo, I heard Dame Dash, he was giving an interview. Every other sentence, he was like, pause. So he was like, yeah, I like Goldfish. Yeah. He was like, he's a large man, pause, who I like really am into, pause. Like everything. And so,
everything, pause. He over-D'ing though. He overdosed.
But the thing is, I love Dame Dash. It's like my, like, the people act like they don't fan out. That was like one of my idols. Good thing I ain't never really popped.
Damn, you get one. You on the Oprah Winfrey. Damn, bro. Interjection.
Yeah, Goldfish gang, goody goody. I started saying it with my friends because I thought this shit was utterly ridiculous. So I would start saying that after everything. I'd be like, what time is it? Pause. What time? Yo, you hungry? No homo? Like,
pause.
Yo, can I get a ride? No homo. Or I'd be something. They'd be like, what book you reading? No homo. Like, because
they OD on.
So we just started saying this. So now it's become natural. I say it for anything that can be misconstrued as anything because the shit's so absurd.
Thank you for the Goldfish. Shout out to my DJ Barbarian for giving us.
Jada kids say put it out in the streets, let it talk, no promo. Yep. A grown man shouldn't have to say no homo. Yeah. I quote a lot of Jada kids. That's
Jada kids do be having bars. People be sleeping on them.
Real hip hop.
But I'm gonna say this though. Let me go ahead and just interject, bro.
No, yeah, let's get back to what we were talking about before about like how you were saying like Wilmington feels like can't get their shit right.
Right.
So a lot of shit slot right now.
It's like he was saying like earlier, it's a curse, it's a generational curse here. I mean, we talking about the only city in America to have a successful coup. I mean, that carries a lot of weight to it. That carries a lot of generational.
But some will argue. Now, some will argue. Some will argue. Let me interject. I'm gonna speak from the minds of people who's against what the fuck you just said. Some will argue. Well, that's not true. That's not true at all. I'm a manager or I'm an owner of such and such, and
but
I support.
You're a white person that's an owner of such and such that is literally on the land of black massacre. Like, think about that. Think about the fact
then they would say, how is that my fault?
I'm not saying
no, I'm saying that's what they say.
Oh, I know. And this is my thing is like, well, use your voice because your voice is more powerful than mine. If you feel like it's not your fault, then why don't you actually stand up and actually back to talk that you feeling? You feel me? Like it all goes back.
I just feel like a lot of people.
What you're saying.
Some people are unapologetic, man. I don't care how you look at it. Like,
okay,
they can sound like they're apologizing, but they really not. You know it's like
they can sound like they're for your team, but
they apologize. First off, they got to apologize. People don't need to do that.
No,
they unapologetically them, but they won't apologize for being them.
You have to be wary of pretend gestures of admiration and hidden agendas, and a lot of companies definitely have. Not just companies, people. I know people like, Tim. I support you. If you bring a whole bunch of group, bring your friends, bring your people, bring your people. Notice the wordplay. They be Caucasian. They say, bring your people to my establishment. Let them buy my alcohol. Let them buy my wine or art or whatever that be. And it's like, at that point, you worried about the dollar. You're not really worried about the causality. When people say Black Lives Matter, does it really matter to you?
Hey, put it this way. Taking the race out of it. I worked at Gap after I graduated college. Crazy time in life. I got, they were like, oh, we love it. My friends who worked at tattoo shops, they're white. They would come in to see me. My manager would be like, oh, we love it. We love your friends to shop here. You ain't never seen a person with a tattoo in like on any Gap ad. Old Navy, Banana Republic, Gap Kids, any of that. But they were like, come on, bring your people in. And I was just like, my people? My friends? Because they come in and be like, nigga, you corny. Like, they just come in and be like, you working, you corny. Like, and my manager just be like, yeah, we love it. And I'm like, all right.
But you ever notice how they micromanage? They be like, yeah, you can bring the people. But they're not looking at shit. They're not looking at the other Caucasian people.
Like when I was working at Aeropostale in the mall, but I'm the only brother working there, so they put me out front, like by the door, so that way all the other brothers can see me. Little do they know, brothers ain't coming in because they see me. Little brothers walking by being like, yo, you a goof. Fuck you doing working here? Like, why are you putting me out there like it's that fucking Kanye's spaceship, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you put me out there, I'm talking black, you know what I'm saying? Ask me about some khakis.
And he light skinned.
Man, but it was still the same shit though,
You know, if they was tokenizing them, that's crazy. Like, because colorism is real.
Colorism is real.
Another reason I was attacked a lot.
gosh.
I love everybody. Dark skin threw off a lot of allies because it was aggressive. Going back to what I was saying, like what I looked aggressive, I yelled, I cursed, really aggressive. I can't say aggressive enough.
Even if you stand up, people like, I reject what you just said.
Plus,
people would say that's aggressive. Like, you know what I mean?
I was very like open to talking about it. I didn't go and hold and say, okay, I'm sorry. So then when things started happening, it's not that, and I want to say this, yes, I was a leader, but like it was never about us. It just became about that because everything was shaky. We were out there every night, no waiver. I ain't have no nights off. None. So like that's why they were like, yo, you are where you are.
Do you also think you was probably like treated different because they didn't expect you to be an educated brother?
Yeah.
Think about that. Like, wait a minute. What
just
he just
because
said?
I speak this way doesn't mean
wait a minute.
I'm educated.
Exactly. But they
don't. This is nobody. No.
They're like, wait a minute.
Know what you thought.
It's
crazy.
sad. No, but people think like that.
No one's ever talked like,
people think like you be surprised. Some white people be like, oh, that nigger. And
because,
you know who you are.
Because I code switch. I don't code. And then when I do speak emotionally. So therefore it's going to come out. And it's going to be a lot more like unpolished. And I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing. That's just what happens.
That's just
so
right.
You know, you don't have time to think about certain things.
Right.
But again, just because I talk this way doesn't mean people think I'm educated. Let's not get too crazy now. Like,
now you sound.
No, I saw him in the situations where he. No, don't let it. You said self-centered.
Like, I don't know if I'm using that wrong.
Yeah, using. He's down to earth. I don't know about self-centered.
My bad.
I'm so sorry. Damn.
I didn't even say me.
Me?
When I say
wrong definition.
Self-aware?
That's one thing about me, though. Some of my definitions ain't
self-aware. You mean? I hope.
Yeah, okay. I might be using it wrong.
Optimistic, open-minded, down to earth.
Yeah, you real open-minded about
microphone check.
You real open-minded about your life, like and others, but like. I probably used the word wrong, man. My bad.
It go back. Hey, bro, I be using wrong words all the time.
Words be hard. You know what I mean? That reading shit. You know what I'm saying?
When I said self-centered, though, like, you sound like you know thyself. Like,
okay. Wrong definition, but right.
Knowledge of self. Shout out to the guys. Arm, leg, arm, head.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the nation of gods and earths.
I always
divine mathematics.
Things as I grew up, man. And that's I had some crazy stuff happen to me when I was little. Like,
I don't want, and this is the thing, people always think they gotta use the big words around me.
No, I naturally
they feel like
I like using words.
That goes back to I'm not gonna get into this because it's such a long thing. Talking white, talking black. Also because, I don't care about any type of sexuality. I don't care. I really don't. I don't think we should care. I think that's just corny. Homophobia is one of the corniest things that can happen.
And it's more. I feel like it's more extreme with black people.
And yeah, niggas will try to sit there and be like, because back in the day they used to listen. I hear you, but like back in the day they used to do a lot of things that don't explain homosexuality now. Like, stop it. Like, well, if you don't let folks be themselves, that's the problem. That's the reason we don't get ahead. You know why? Because
they want to control.
This is what I meant when I went back to niggas will not listen to gays or women because they sit there and say, I'm a man, I'm supposed to lead. I watch Hidden Colors. I watch all that shit. Mm-hmm. I was a part of that shit. Like, more to it, but I ain't silly.
Right.
Who the fuck be winning? Women. Who the fuck be winning? Gay. Like, and by gay, I want to say I'm using that as an umbrella term for LGBT, IQAP. And I keep up with all that. Why? Because it's important to know that shit. We want people to keep up with our culture and shit.
Right.
They know our slang. We might as well. I don't know. It's just, to me.
They use AAVE, so like.
That shit's called Ebonics. I'm tired of saying
AAVE.
that. African American Vernacular English.
English, yeah.
That is what our speech is termed it as in academia and in the dictionary. Mm-hmm. It's legitimate. I'm not saying
no, it's not. Yeah,
but it's definitely. Sometimes this shit seem weird to see what we've been calling Ebonics forever be called AAVE.
I read in an article, and it's sad.
Damn, motor company.
This is the country. I'm gonna always remember this.
Insurance.
This is the country we live in. In 1953, I want to say it's in Mississippi. They had a zoo. with a child inside the zoo.
No.
And they're looking at she had to be 9 years old. And they're looking at the child.
I got a picture on my Instagram.
And I'm like,
I'll put that up.
Was it that? Probably was that when I read. And I'm like,
it was a zoo in.
The sad thing is,
France.
many. It was in France. Zoos. There's a zoo in also in Bronx Zoo back in the day who did a similar situation.
I'm trying to see that though.
And the child had to be no more than 8-7 years old, and they had the black child
I didn't delete it.
on the exhibit.
That boy got Instagram history.
We live in a world where, it's a scary world because that's not too many years ago. 1953. This is 2021. It's a great sadness.
But see, that's the biggest thing is like, we know that. Like, we've been conditioned our whole lives to understand that trauma is, not that far, not that far removed in terms of generations.
That was it. That was actually yeah. That was it. That was in France. A same situation happened like that in Mississippi, in the Bronx Zoo.
I put that up there. That's reality.
Crazy.
That's a great sadness, bro.
Once again, before the cameras and all that.
I want to say everybody who said something about condition. We was conditioned.
No. I wasn't saying like we was conditioned.
I want to say something though.
Microphone check. You want to say what?
I want to say something. A guy at my job. He was like, he said he didn't. I don't know if he knew what Juneteenth was.
A lot of people don't.
So I was just like, whoa,
That's a topic right now.
But
think about it. Think about it.
Yo.
Hold on. Let me reiterate on that. Not only this.
It's today right now.
If you're gonna have somebody, we just got this. People want me to celebrate and be happy that we just got that passed as a national holiday, and I'm thinking on a macro point of view, I should feel appreciative. But then I'm like, it's almost like I feel like a cat, right? And the person is just waving a ball of yarn, and I'm like, yeah, trying to get it. They play with my emotions. You want to give me my reparations? Fuck all that. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. You want to just give us a holiday? I'm not knocking anything when it comes to people who did get their reparations, just like the Japanese got their reparations in the 1950s. Due to World War II, when America had concentration camps. Please look that up. I'm talking about the concept of why we can't get the same thing. We as black people. That's a good argument, man. A lot of people don't know what Juneteenth is.
Appeasement. That's all it is. It's a form of appeasement, but it ain't appeasing nobody. It ain't
I'm appeased. I'm very much appeased. The reason being, all right, black people, figure something out. White people have been protesting Thanksgiving forever, but they still celebrate it because you know why? You got breathe sometimes. All this, we ain't getting it. You know what? You ain't never gonna get it. I don't know if you knew the only thing you're gonna do in this world is stay black and die. So like the best thing for you to do is enjoy now before you die, and they enjoy it for you. If they give you a damn holiday in the middle of your lifetime, celebrate that. That's something that wouldn't have happened. I'm not saying you gotta sit there and be like it's over, but damn. This is the reason why we keep dying. And that's the reason everybody be like, that ain't it. Then go fight for what's it. Because if you really wanted it to be it, y'all would be at city council every other Tuesday. You would be out there voting. You'd be doing. I'm not saying
you right. You right.
If you really want to, you'd be out there talking to the people who got the money, right? You wouldn't even be working. You'd be working for niggas that got money. You'd be taking it. What LLC Twitter say? What black LLC? Buy back the land, bro. Generational. Get your money.
What does that mean? Because a lot of people just be jumping on the bandwagon, though.
It means try to buy up as much shit as you can that they can snatch right the fuck back as soon as they get the chance. I'm not saying that, not being cynical or nothing, but like nobody's land is sacred in the eyes of the government.
Right.
Nobody's land is ever. There was an article in Vice. Woman's house got destroyed by the police when they were going in looking for a robbery suspect. They ain't pay for it. She had to pay for it. She sued. They had to pay for it. So that shows you
the fact that she even had to sue.
Yeah.
Come on.
And still, they haven't paid for it. And that's not the first case. And that's not the first case. They actually have a bureau set up, like a group, an interest group about that.
That handles that shit.
That shows you, like, ain't nothing yours. The police just told me last week a woman couldn't even have a cookout in front of the house she paid for. Nothing is ours. Nothing is ours. I hate to say it like that, but nothing is ours. You got to reevaluate what you know is yours and what you know is ours and what we know as wealth and what we know as riches. I'm not the best to know that somebody's going to be like, nah, bro, because I got this. I hear y'all do your thing. But the way I feel is as a person that I see my family do the right thing. Yeah, they didn't make their best decisions, but it wasn't taught. So it's still not being taught. And then when you can get it, everybody want to. It's like the information is so sacred. Everybody's always like, "You niggas ain't trying to make no money." Like you just get crazy, and then so at the end of the day, you're getting the money, but it's still gonna funnel through someone else. And so to put it the best way, I'm thinking about it like No Name said. Now these rich niggas is rich niggas with your bread, really. Bitch niggas with big figures, they coke heads. These bitches is coke heads. Fuck a billionaire, nigga. Like, and I'll say fuck they money. I'm gonna say it every song till the revolution coming to the Fed start running. And they never save you. That money is never gonna save it. Money does not save us. It will not, and it has not. You can't buy back people's lives being like, yo, I got money now, so of course Black Lives Matter. Bro, they'll shoot you in front of your damn mansion.
And I wasn't saying like
that's true.
No appeasement for money purposes.
Oh no,
more so.
But don't be happy.
But
though.
I see.
Juneteenth,
Yeah.
Fuck Juneteenth, but I love Juneteenth. Like I'm with it.
Exactly.
He's on, but he's off.
It's a
because I definitely take July 4th off. If
I'll pick Juneteenth over July. I'm over here spitting.
No, and here's the reason. If I really felt some way, I'd be like, do like I did with Christmas. I did not do Christmas last year. They ain't do no holiday. For what? My parents was ill. Like they ain't get a phone call. They ain't get nothing. Nobody got shit. No offense. None of the people who didn't know that. They're like, damn, Tim was just not fucking with me. No. I wasn't gonna do Christmas because why? We always say it's capitalism about the money. Okay, well let's move on then.
I'm not even trying to say I understand you. I fucking know because I do not celebrate Christmas. I don't even celebrate about like it's supposed to be Father's Day.
We gotta keep that energy for every holiday. If we're gonna do July 4th, all right, fuck Memorial Day
you used to that shit because you grew up with Jehovah's Witness. So
I grew up. I don't celebrate no holidays. If I buy you gifts, come up to my house. I cook for you.
Well, you grew up. Hold on. You grew up Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, he grew up Jehovah's Witness.
That explain a lot. What? Just learn something about my boy.
Bro, you ain't know?
I don't celebrate no. Hey, look.
Shout out to Watchtower.
Hey, look. I don't celebrate holidays.
You throw all my damn news.
Excuse me.
You say you don't celebrate.
I do it for the kids though. But I also like I talk to the kids one-on-one. Like my family, I talk to them one-on-one as they're growing up. You know?
Microphone check.
You can't talk to a whole bunch of kids at one time because they start playing and all that.
You just gotta command them. Kids are. As a performer, I will say this, and this is on some art shit. You should always perform in front of a room full of kids. Because if you can't do that, don't worry about performing in front of a room full of adults. Fact. And do it without music, do it without flashy shit. Just go out there and talk to them. If you can't do that, bruh, don't worry about being famous. I promise. Because if your shit ain't gonna be now, that's what I call music or kids bop, you ain't getting nowhere. So like the best thing to do,
I feel you.
Take your ass and I'm not saying I fuck with
you good.
It'll go back.
I fuck with you. I was just saying like
artists. You know what? I feel you on
artists,
that. To that kids bop. You hear the songs on Kids Bop nowadays?
I heard Kids Bop since damn 2000 in there.
But they be doing gangster songs nowadays.
Bro,
they be doing gangster songs.
Whoever the songwriters are for Kids Bop, shout out to y'all, boy.
They do gangster songs nowadays.
Shit, like clean the fuck out of that.
Bro, they changed the whole song. You be like, I thought it was about this, but now is it about cleaning? Is it about hygiene? Like you just like, damn.
Yeah, it's
Kids Bop supposed to go through chores.
I gotta hear Kids Bop since at least 2010. That's why I graduated high school.
Like y'all know how old I am. Kids Bop because everything that you listen to is on Kids Bop.
I swear to God,
if it's popular, it's on Kids Bop. So imagine what you singing.
Right.
But then they take it and they sanitize it and put it up there, and the kids are like, insert song here and dancing to it. You like, get the fuck. So like,
Israel, I'm mad. Israel
just
kids are smart.
They're smart as fuck.
Israel just look. All right, so he did through me on Front Street. Let me interject.
Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's Witness.
Michael Jackson was one.
Let that sink
in.
Prince.
Yeah.
Prince
Geniuses
was one.
all grew up hating it. So is this what's up?
So my ideology is so I never. Hey, look, this is weird.
I'm a pastor son. Both my parents are pastors right now, so I love saying like
I question religion, but I don't question God. You know what I mean? Like that's my ideology now. You know, I believe that there is truth in every religion, but not truth in all in one religion.
This nigga's an agnostic.
Yes.
He actually, you actually just said that on like a
it's I'm omnious.
Omnious, agnostic, and probably a bit of a humanist. Like
yeah. Like I just question. Like I feel like who am I? I have friends. Also, the weird part is,
nigga.
So I got I got family who's Muslim. I have friends who's basically don't even believe in anything, or rather, they don't believe in God. So not to try to diss you, the butcher in the kitchen. But anyway, but yeah. So, but I always had that ideology, like.
Listen, my man.
This whole time,
wow, like it's just so silent. Then the middle finger go up. Like,
this whole time, my homeboy is butchering meat in the kitchen. But anyway,
Pause.
Hey, damn, that is a pause. That's a major pause. But what I'm getting at, like, who am I to control your religion? Look, I feel like religion is a form of having a car manual to navigate in a world of faithlessness, and you have to have a faith.
Car manual that dealership gave you.
Yeah. I question everything. I question religion, but I just don't question the magnanimous. You know what I mean? That's just always been me.
religion is the opiate of the masses.
That's good
so what
shit.
that means, I'm not against drug use. I'm just against drug moderation. So if you're going to use the fucking opiate, moderate your use. Is that the easy way to put it?
Whoa,
Everybody always want to say that shit in a way. Like, I love all religions. I don't love all religions. I don't. Because I don't know all of them. So
there's one religion who actually worships Satan, and you got to cut the head of the goat and drink
Satanism
the blood.
Is not even real Satanism.
I don't know. Look, it's like multiple different types of Satanism.
Black people are fun about this. Let me tell you why. So if you look at Santeria, you can find more things that people would consider satanic than the Satanic Bible, which was written by Anton LaVey, and this shit was more of a manual about being a human than anything.
Right.
Satanism is just like, pull yourself up.
Well, their argument, even they don't
even believe in Satan.
Like, their argument is Lucifer brought a form of knowledge to the world.
That was crazy, bro.
By basically getting Adam to eat the apple. You know what I mean? That's like, the apple's the truth of knowledge, so to speak. Am I right? That's what they believe.
Which one?
Like the form of like Satanism. Like, they believe that he helped open up the fruit of knowledge by getting Adam to eat.
Satanism is actually more free will. Like he said, like there really is no like Luciferian.
But there's a lot of people.
If you want to do some quick research, all right. So Aleister Crowley, he said,
Crowley,
do what thou wilt will be the whole of the law. Now that was put on the Rockefeller Rockaware outfit. And people went crazy over that.
And there's an album that was dropped by what's that dude off of TDE?
No, I don't know shit about that. Was Magna Carta. That was Magna Carta.
What's the name of that dude who dropped that album with TDE? Absol. He came out for an album called TDE. Dude without will. That album's fire. That album fire now.
They speak highly of me when I prove my point. I got to shoot a fucking free throw to make my point. I hope I'm in Obama's iPod. I'm looking for a shortcut to be an icon. Yeah,
y'all don't know about that.
You know what you gotta do? Go to genius.com. This shit is not esoteric. All you gotta do is go to genius.com. You can look it up. Niggas is not smart.
I want to revise on what my man said.
Absol had that juice though. I ain't gonna lie, he had that juice.
Can I revise?
No. I'm not. I know nothing. I'm not.
My boy said people do. Hold on, how you said it?
Do without.
No, he said people believe in Satanism. Man, you said people do like Satanism or whatever.
They don't believe in Satan.
Yo,
they don't.
That's mind blowing. Yeah. Like it.
Shit, there's a lot of people that are Christians and don't act like Jesus.
I made a diss song towards a pastor. You literally make money from religion, and to me, that's the biggest sin of them all.
Did you know this cat?
Oh yes, I know. Oh, you know.
I thought you was just like watching like.
Oh no. You know exactly. I won't dare say the name. If I say the name, Aaron gonna edit it out anyway. Every name I say, he edited it.
Is this the Biscuits?
He might. She had a church. He had a church in Wilmington. Wait.
Hold up. Hold. Continue.
He gonna be like, I know. They like
hey, now we want to switch it up.
Hey, look, I've been Dave calling the last episode too much, and people been getting a little bit. How should I put it? Look, let me tell you something. I'm always gonna be.
We got some more goldfish.
Yo, I was trying to tell y'all to pass the bag. I went like this.
Always have freedom of thought. Like, always make sure you think for yourself. Even if you're nervous, think for yourself.
Meaning you should have asked for them goldfish.
You know what? You're right.
I went like this, look. Brother.
Ladies and gentlemen,
see that shit.
You gotta speak up.
This is Great Apes Cafe. Like, subscribe, share. Tim.
Oh, you're supposed to be like.
I gotta just make sure I say that. I gotta
start asking questions. Stop letting me rant.
I'm not letting you rant. It's a good.
I've been
I'm
ranting.
happy you here. I'm honored that you're here. I've been wanting this man to be here to speak his shit.
Pause. See.
That is a pause moment, right?
But no, see, for no reason.
The pause
throw
is like,
niggas into a tizzy,
is that I have
boy.
to think,
You
is
be
that a
like,
pause moment?
They be like, "What's going on?" Pause, nigga. You be like, "Wait." So yeah, no, I'm playing. Keep going.
But it's so. Let me ask you this question.
I want to know how you met me.
What are you? What's your plans now?
Lay low
within the next, like, it's just to lay low. Like within the next, give me a year. Like, what's your year thing to do?
I wish I could
like a guesstimate, because nobody really knows what the fuck they're gonna do for a year. I don't even know what I'm gonna do for a year.
Is this month by month?
It could be month by month.
Or day
I mean,
by
it's
day.
52 weeks in a year. I'm not gonna try to ask him what things he's gonna do every, within 52
we
weeks.
just going
He had to breathe. One and then the two and then the three.
Because, man, I was about to say, like, give away future plans. I might end up in the clink. No, I'm playing. Like,
Answer the question without actually.
No, I'm really. What do I have planned? I plan to stay alive. Somebody told me you need to stay alive, drink water, and be black. So right now, I think I need to focus on that because, like, shit.
But you want some water right now?
No. No.
I know what that boy needs. We got goldfish. We got Incredible Hulk.
Goldfish.
Good. If we had not that I actually, because I believe in this. I treat weed like it's legal. Because I always told my parents, if I act like it's legal, you're not gonna treat me like I'm a criminal. So I just talk to them about it all the time. I was like, they met through smoking weed, so they couldn't get at my ass about that. Pause. They both pastors.
That's not even a pause.
Shout out to the weed.
Yeah, they both pastors and everything, and like just came out, was fighting the police with me and shit. That shit was fire. But
damn, they real.
No, they was out there on the streets, like spent bars. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, this night no regular pat. See the past.
people be coming at Christianity.
No, I'm not coming at Christian. I'm coming at the woman who making money.
No, here's the thing. Every time somebody, I'm not
gonna
defending
know that they gonna be like, oh, nigga coming at whole Christianity.
Because like, here's the thing. If there's one religion that is disrespected so much, and I'm not, here we go. I'm not all Christians,
but they self contradicting. There's some self those people who they got the hats on at the front of the church.
These niggas go to prison, come out Muslim, contradicting themselves.
Self contradict. They walk that fence. I'm gonna go party Saturday, fornicate, commit every sin, but then Sunday I'm gonna be my ass in the church sober and judge everybody who didn't make it.
Then other niggas is Moors.
That's what I'm talking
about. And they
about.
a part of Israel York. Doctor.
I'm
sorry.
like,
Malachi Z. York. Why I say Israel York?
Government.
Niggas gonna be shit. Niggas gonna be at my door like, you said, what about the good doctor? I'm like, I'm so sorry. Malachi Z. York. It's always something.
Not even that. The leader of what's that? With Farrakhan, the Nation of Islam? Is it? Be careful with them.
FOI be at your house. Shout out to brother Tyrone Muhammad. I know you. He'll be like,
you didn't say his name right. You supposed to say honorable. Oh, I'm sorry.
Them brothers is, Yo, shout out to every black sort of religion, because I guess Marilyn Manson said it best. I don't hate the one true God. I just hate the God of the people. So most of the time, the God that most people claim will make you hate him. But the God that these people don't know, but they want to know, that's the God that we love. Be it Allah, Buddha, Yahweh, Zoroaster,
Yahweh, Jehovah.
We sending him Yahweh.
Any of it. Like, and it's coming from a pastor's son. Both my parents raised me to be not just tolerant, but like also understand, also forge your own path. We all did it. I just, after a while, I dropped the whole I'm angry at religion trope. I get it, but I dropped it because it's just like another scheme.
Right.
I'm not going to get mad at.
Well, I'm happy you're not doing that, because it's like you in your own, you having a form of like your own peace. Like,
y'all remember Kurt Franklin? You ain't coming to my church. I seen your video. That's how I feel about people now.
Hey, hold on. Kurt Franklin. You know Kurt Franklin did a song with the baby?
Of course he did. He was on Kanye.
He was on Kanye. That Ocean Light Beam. That Ocean Light Beam was fire. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Ocean Light Beam is fire.
Bring a tear to
I know that was random. I know that was random not to get off topic, but
let's look at somebody like Kirk Franklin as a person in the black community. Kirk Franklin is a classic example of like sometimes the messenger be getting messed up, and then
wait, I gotta interject. Did he have that? I know, Aaron. You want me to wrap this up? Give me a few seconds. Didn't Kirk Franklin curse out his son and like everybody was bashing him for that? Do you hear about that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wasn't in the wrong.
My dad better not talk to me like that. See.
He's a see.
Niggas was ready.
He said, but he won't say that in front of his daddy.
My dad better not talk to me like a common nigga off the street. If I'm like, he better act as if it's called the power, the power of love, God's love, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call it, positivism.
Because you from the street, so you know your balance. Chill. Like, you better not come. He grabbed me one time. I was like, hey, bro, like, he used to threaten me.
He said, hey, but like, what you doing? Like, you can't, that's your daddy, boy. He doesn't care about.
He got out of the car and he was like, yo, I think you want to test me. I was like, who? Like, damn, bro, you forgot who I was. Like, he really, like,
he put that past you. Look, he put that past the. Let me put this church to the side.
It was always like, when it came to me, boy, God was out the door. He was like, I'll knock you out. Like, nah, honestly, Kirk did cuss his son out. I've been on both sides. You gotta know when, you gotta know where, and sometimes you gotta know people's limit. Right. Sometimes you just gotta understand you might be recorded. If you famous, that's I go.
Damn sure he was recorded. His own flesh and blood. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Great Apes Cafe. My producer wanna wrap this up.
Damn, I ain't even answering no questions.
And the
the
questions. I didn't have you on here for heavy questions. You said that's some bullshit. Not heavy questions. I had you on here because I just want to make sure you're doing all right, man. I be seeing this man hearing all this blues and shit.
If you wanted to do a checkup, you could have came to the crib, bro.
I could have. He thought I was gonna ask assertive questions. Like I'm gonna be.
You could have came to the crib.
I mean, I know. I didn't want to do that.
My crib is the socialist communist hangout. I'm kidding about the socialist communist. However, we do got a lot of books in there. Please
moderation,
read, man.
Welcome.
Read, man. Just come in there and read.
Hey, I was going to ask you about that, man. I'm trying to read.
What's you trying to read?
I got a couple of books myself.
All right, you want to know a good book? Damn. I got this book. It's a good book to start out with. It's called Socialism and Black Liberation. I read that, and then, like, few days I was like a different person after that. A lot of history, a lot of good shit in there. And it's a really small book. You can find it. You're not gonna find it in any major book distributors and whatnot because it's really independent. It got a lot of grammatical errors. It's written.
Oh, the grammatical. That's when you know. Wait a minute, they didn't spell this right.
But
they should add a semicolon here.
At the same accord is
shout out to Miss Panky.
They do have a bibliography.
My grammar was terrible.
They do have a bibliography and things are cited, sourced, and all of that. I read that. My dad gave me that book so long ago, and one day during the lockdown, I read it, and then I was just like, "Yo, I get it." So, like, it's just easy to read. Got a lot of history though. It's thick, but it's not. Yeah. It's not. It's real. It's as thick as it's as thick.
It'll make you study.
Yeah, I did that.
This iPhone right here, it's almost as thick as that.
Shout out to Android. That's not an Apple. I don't do it.
I'm sorry,
but you good.
Shout out to the apparatus that we have to keep buying. It's as thick as that. But read that. Read whatever. Just start reading. Another Jada Kiss quote. This right here is the official doctrine of a smart young real nigga with options. Open yourself up. Give yourself.
Never. What I said the other day. Don't put all your eggs in a basket.
Open yourself up. Read whatever. I started out reading everything.
Open your mind to soaking knowledge like a sponge.
And take from it what you will. And it's the internet too. All you gotta do is go on your news feed and you just start clicking on like a lot less people and a lot more like different things, man. It's easy. Control your algorithms in real life and online.
Yeah, dude. That's another. Dude. Control your ad. Don't be in the Facebook. Keep doing that. Don't be doing that.
Control your algorithms online and offline. Make sure you keep your shit fresh. Refresh your timeline. Refresh your news feed.
I didn't have you on the podcast because I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to jump on the bandwagon of clout. Like I'm trying to, I'm not. But I'm letting you know that like my agenda. My agenda.
They love her.
My agenda to
Shout out
get
to Lily.
Shout out. My agenda was just to see how the fuck you doing, and I feel like I'm all right with that. You doing all right, man?
I'm down bad, boy. I'm down here down horrendous.
He ain't that down.
Actually, right before I got here, I actually just spoke to like 2 exes today. So this has been a day. That's why I was like, yo.
The exes bring back all sorts of energy and vibrations.
Nah, I try to keep good rapport. with all of them. You never know, you might need people, man. I swear. I've been in situations where I was ass out. And women have saved my life. People I didn't even know really cared about me. Took me off the streets, put money in my pocket, like even down to recently.
Right.
Trans women, like non-binary people, all of them put me on. I love my black man, but like they was kind of slack.
Right.
Like the women around me, white, black, trans, straight women, they was putting on, bro. Like
females are strong, man. It's a lot of females females will get enough credit. You know what I mean? You got to think about.
I love my man, but like we support each other by being like, yo, be strong, nigga, and we be there if you want. But like women, like they thorough, bro. Like,
right.
I love it and I love us, but like we gotta learn to win like women. I said that last summer, all throughout last summer. Win like women.
That's how. Cheers, toast to the woman, toast to the woman keeping it real and bringing a positive vibration.
Y'all are valid. I see.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is every single all the women. This is Great Apes Cafe.
Ain't I supposed to plug something?
Hey,
go ahead. Yo, support my Venmo. Like, hit me up for that. I ain't got no product. Support me. Cause
what's the name of the website?
Nah, I'm just kidding. lowercaseleaders.com. You can find me anywhere, really. Just Tim Joyner. Like, wherever I am, I'm gonna put somebody else on. So if you see anybody, you probably gonna see me. Right. Whatever they do, you'll find me. If you find me, you see them around, I'll be like, hey, you should meet them. I'm bad at talking to people. I'm awkward. So when I got here, I knew everybody here separately.
Right.
And then met them all tonight together. So that just shows you. Like,
show you the power.
Wherever anybody is, 2 or more gathered in my name.
Surely I'm in the midst.
You finish that. I like that. I like that. But
you already know.
That's fire.
You already know.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Great Apes Cafe. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you, man. I appreciate you being here, Chief. I've been wanting my homeboy. I just want to make sure my homeboy all right, man.
We all boys.
I'm hearing him on the radio, on the damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I might need
out here trying to treat my nigga like a criminal.
You got crack on with your peoples. Now I'm here. You got to finish all your busies.
Criminal minded. You've been blinded.
We was about to eat some glizzies, drinking vizzies, making
videos.
Like, nah, hey, yo.
With my boy Izzy.
Like, facts. Like, yo, like, my nigga got on Forex. He stay busy. Like,
Forex. Yo, that's an episode too, Buta.
Yes, sir.
He said, yes, sir.
This nigga always trying to get some money. Ever since I know him, he always.
That's facts. He always on his grind.
Always trying.
Always on his grind.
I try my best, man. You know,
this whole thing he's been sitting here.
I'm trying his best.
I'm putting that best foot forward.
Well, anyway, like, subscribe, share. Deuces. My producer said the mic about to die. You know how technology is, my nigga, dude.
He's out.
Damn, bro.
Bro, he thought I was gonna ask like serious questions.
I ain't think shit. I just said do it.